Hello and welcome to another Nikomedias tutorial. Yesterday a follower sent me this picture here and asked me if I can show how he can make something like this. So here's the pictures from Bad Ideas. So yeah, this is this one, and yeah, of course I can show how to make this. Yeah, so let's start. And let's start with a sphere. Whoops. And for this one, we need, well, we don't need, but I used a plugin called DualGraph. You will find the download link in the description. So it's a free plugin, and we will use it then. So with the sphere selected, I alt click on this DualGraph and I get something like this. So in the sphere I want some less segments, so I go down with the segments until I see what I want. So this, no, even less. Yeah, okay, let's say that this is nice. Okay, the next thing I want, I don't want it like in the picture here. Is everything quite straight, and I want it more round. So what I do is I go to the DualGraph now and right click current state to object. So I can hide this too. Well, let's make a backup folder and put it in the backup folder. And what I want is I select all the edges and I want to cut the edges. I want to make 2 cuts on all edges, so I have more segments later on. So I press MF on the keyboard for edge cut. I want 2 cuts, N-gons is here okay, I just want to cut the edges and apply. Okay, so now I have, you see, the edges cut it. Okay, the next thing I do to get round or rounder edges, I select my DualGraph and put a spherify deformer under it. So shift click to put it under it. So I want 100 radius and I want 100%. And you see now we get some rounder edges here, so it makes rounding, it's more like a sphere. Okay, it looks quite ugly, but there's no problem, we can live with this. Now I click on my DualGraph, right click and again current state to object. So I don't need this anymore, can delete it. Now I select all my polygons, Control A, then I for inner extrude, and I want an offset of 5 is okay here, and I want, let's say, 3 subdivisions, and apply. Oops, I forgot, go back, Control Z to go back, and preserve groups, no, and now apply, and I get this. Now we see nice, just the rounding here. Okay, and then I want to extrude this, so D for extrude. Let's see here again, -5 and 3 subdivisions is okay, and apply. And now I click here with Control on the edge mode. When I hold Control and click on the edge mode, the edges will be selected here, and I make an edge selection, so maybe I need it later. So here set selection, and I have a selection tag here. Okay, go back in polygon mode and delete these polygons. So just delete it. Back to my edge mode, there should be still select it, yes. Then again D for extrude. And here let's say -2 and with 1 subdivision. Okay, and I want to put it 90 degrees. And let's see what we get. Enter. Now I have here an extrusion with 90 degrees and what goes inner, so we get here a round edge too later. I don't have to close it because it's not necessary here. And okay, if you think about to work with come on, what's called this SSS subsurface scattering for texture, then you should close everything. Subsurface scattering works with volume objects, so they have to be closed. But I don't want to play with to work with subsurface scattering. To close it should be no problem. Just with MD for polygon hole, close polygon hole. Let's see if it works. No, then it would be a little work here to close everything. You would have to bridge, oops, with B to bridge it, so something like this, to close it. But I don't need it, so it's okay for me. Okay, this is my thing. Put this whole thing in a subdivision surface, so Alt click on subdivision. And NI for isopalm, so we can see it better and we get this nice shape here. Okay, this is just because we have not enough subdivisions here. Okay, one more and it will be better and better. But we smooth this a little bit later on. The next step is I want a sphere inside this shape here, so I make a sphere, another sphere, and T for scale, to scale it a little down. Let's see how far. I put this dual graph in a null object, Alt G, and everything what I throw now in this null object will be affected by the subdivision surface. So I take this sphere and you see we have the subdivision surface. Again, T for scale and scale it up a little, so something like that. Okay, and this is it more or less. So if we render this, we have more or less the same like here. But this is a little higher, so if you want it higher, just make the instead of -5 in the extrusion, make -8 and -10 or something else, and you have it higher. But I want it even not so high, even less high. So scale it down. And how I do this is I go to my dual graph here and MG for the iron tool. I go here in the polygon mode, MG. You will find it with right click and somewhere here it should be, let's see, here, iron. And now the iron tool we have here, angle 180 is okay, %50 is okay, and when I click now on apply, it will everything smooth a little bit. See, it gets smoother. And apply new transform, so apply again. Okay. That does not look bad, and it makes it even smoother, so this is what I want. Maybe you not, so make it like you want, but I like this smooth version here. Yeah, it's much better. Okay, make the sphere a little bigger again. T for scale scale it up, something like that. And this it would be, so it is not more. It is just this, but let's think about what could we do that it doesn't look so boring. Let's try NH for normal subdivision surfaces, and let's try to bring to press the sphere inside a little through these holes. Let's see if it works. T for scale it down. How could we do this? We sure need more subdivisions on our sphere. That's for sure. Let's say 100. Okay. I will try it with a soft body. Let's see if it works. So, first on the dual graph, I make a rigid body deck with a collider. So, where do we have our command simulation and collider body here? And on the sphere, I want a soft body. Simulation deck, soft body. So far so good. The dual graph should be, the collider should be a static mesh. This should work. And I don't want gravity. So I go into project settings, means Control D. And here on the dynamics, gravity to null. And in the expert tab, I go with the steps per frame. I go up, let's say about 15 or 20, let's say 15 for tutorial. And in the soft body, I want just a pressure, so it gets pressure from the inside and tries to come through the holes. This is the plan. So let's see if it works. Pressure is 20, and this will maybe need a time to calculate. So don't press on play here, because we don't know how it reacts. Just go one frame forward. You can do this with G on the keyboard. One frame forward and wait a little bit. What it does? It has to calculate, of course. This needs a little bit, but shouldn't take all too long. Well, yeah, it starts to work. And one more frame. This is enough then, I think. It should be enough then. 2 frames. Maybe it's even too much, huh? Looks not so bad. This works surprisingly good. Nice. Okay. But now I will have the problem that when I make here current state to object with this sphere, I will get a normal sphere, I think. So I get here current state to object won't work here. And hide this. Yeah, this don't work. What can we do here? Let's go to the sphere. Maybe convert the sphere. So press C on your keyboard, and we do again the same. So go back here and go 2 frames forward, but slow, not too G. For 1 frame forward. And waiting a little bit. Ah, come on. Okay, and a 2nd frame. This should be enough. And here, when we have some points and everything, this we should be able to say to make current state to object. Let's see. Right click, current state to object. Hide this. Yes, and now I can delete this soft body and go back here, and yes, it works. And I can yeah, I put it in the backup folder. Make here the dynamics, disable it, and okay. I have my sphere now, and here I do the same because this is too high here, and I try the same with the iron tool. So I go to my sphere, go in the polygon mode, MG for the iron tool, MG, and apply. Yeah, new transformation, apply again, okay. It doesn't look bad. Maybe it's almost too much, but no, it's okay. Let's see, maybe we can work a little with this smoothing deformer. Smoothing, that's too much, but that is what I like. Yes, the smoothing works here. And smooth the strength, go a little down. So yes, this is what I want. Exactly, this is what I want. Okay, we have this. Let's save this. Save it, and what is this? BubbleSphere, whatever. BubbleSphere. Okay, and that's it, more or less. Now maybe this is a little too high here. Let's go with the strength up a little bit, so something like that. Now let's simply put everything in our. We don't. Yeah, that's okay. NI for the isopalm, so we see it better. And now let's take shade. The inside, I want to make something like here in the original. So, but I want it more so like Lisa or so. Let's see what we get. First, I want I want low GI, of course, because I want to work with my scene rig. 720. Okay, and come on. No, it's okay. If we don't like this too high, so we still can work with our smoothing deformer. So we make it stronger, it goes down. If we go up, you see, we have lots of possibilities here. Okay, now I put my scene rig in to have something to reflect and light. So put it in. Yeah, and now the scene rig, there will come an update on during the next weekend, the coming weekend here will come an update, and there is something new. I will show you that later. Yeah, first I want the floor down a little bit, so I go to my floor and move down, something like that. Okay. And let's make a material. The black material I make just a reflectance. The reflectance dielectric, and what do we take here? Let's say pearl or better, doesn't matter. Let's take pearl. I take it so roughly. So roughness, yes, of course. Please give us roughness. Okay, and put it on my thing here. This is so far so good. Let's see what we get here. Okay. But this is this is too boring for me. So, but we work later with this. First, take something for the outside. For this dual graph thing. Let's make another material. And we can take here something like, I would say like gold or something else. Gold is very easy to go to reflection. GGX is default everything by me here. Fresnel, conductor and gold. And that's it. Okay, we have nice reflections and everything. I'm okay with the gold, maybe a little less here, so yes. What I don't want to see the floor in the reflection here, so I go to my floor, background and floor, down here, and floor seen by reflection on, no. Yes, that's better. Okay, and now I want to play with this black material. So let's go in this black material and give it maybe a little bump. Bump, 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 bump. So let's go to the noise channel. Yeah, okay, noise is here. But I don't want the normal noise. I want here something like, let's say Naki. Naki is fine. Yeah, that's it. Maybe a little more contrast. Okay, and now I want the reflection, the roughness, the same roughness like the bump here, because so it looks more contrast, looks better, I think. Let's try it. So I copy just this noise texture here, right click, copy, go to the reflecting channel in the roughness here on the left we have a small arrow. In the texture, right click on the texture and paste. And here I go to 100% to see what we have, what to get. Okay, and now we get on higher parts, we get more reflections, on deeper parts we get less or opposite, but it looks nice, yeah. But maybe make here the opposite color. What I do here is I could maybe the low clip here and high clip here. Is it should be the same like when I change this color. So if I drag down the black here and make here white, it should be the same. Yeah, it is the same thing. So more contrast here. I want to see some reflections through. Maybe. Yeah, that's better. That is better. It looks like a little wet or something else. Yeah, this is what I like. Okay, now we have this. And next is I want a darker background, of course. So this more in the middle here, so something like that. So go to my rig, background and floor, and just go down here with the background brightness, something like here. It's a little too dark. Yeah, better. And now we have a new feature in the new version. The new version, as I said, will come on during the coming weekend. So what I do now is I can make now a wet floor. What we had before is just we can make a reflective floor. So go with the reflection strength up. We have reflection here. And with the blur, we can blur the reflections. You see here. But what we can do now, we have here wet floor. And if I open this, we have here some things. I go to the reflection to 100% to show better what we have. So the blur is by 100%, so we see almost nothing. What I want now is wetness on. This is the first thing. And we will get immediately wetness. Here we don't see much of the wetness because we have here nothing, how can I say, is nothing set up correctly at the moment. So let's see. I want to see the petals later, so the contrast 100% is okay here, and I want the scale maybe to 50, the global scale. And now we see starting to see the petals here. I think it's named petals. Maybe it's a little too background brightness. Here. Okay, and with the scale here, with the relative scale, I scale up the x-axis, so let's say something like this. Yeah, now we start to see the wet floor. Okay, but this is the edge here is too hard for me, so I go a little back with the contrast here. Yeah, that looks much better. But I tried on another noise here. We have all noises, so what you have normally in the shader, we have here now too. And I try it with please the turbulence. Maybe here more contrast. Okay. And maybe less octaves here, so it's not so detailed the noise. Try it with 2. Yeah, it's getting better. And of course we can play with the seed too, so let's try the seed. Maybe we find a better one and go with the global scale to 100 again. Okay. Let's go out of this subdivision service for the moment, because this needs a little longer to render. Yeah, this is nice. But maybe the gold is a little boring. Let's see what we can do here. Let's make a normal Fresnel here with something like chromium. And go to the luminance channel. Here I try now, instead of an In subsurface scattering, I try to inverted ambient occlusion from the R18 ambient occlusion. Go here to multiply, and here the indirect invert direction. Invert the knots to. Let's see if we can bring something to life here. Why don't I get something wrong here? Maybe the Gaussian multiplication. Try it with normal, maybe. So. Strange. Oh, self-shadowing. This could be the reason. Self-shadowing only. Self-shadowing. Yeah, this is the reason. Because otherwise it counts the whole scene, or this 100 centimeter for the ambient occlusion, and so it with this self-shadowing it makes just the own object. Oops. I will find a nice spot, I know it. Yep. Maybe with color too. Okay. Good so far, for me at least. Is it good? Let's see what we can play here. Okay. And maybe let's make more illumination here, to see a little illumination on the floor, because when I go here up with the brightness, I think it will be too bright, the whole thing. Maybe that's okay for this one, and let's say 150. But I want to see some orange here on the floor. That is this. When I go to 100 and up it here, let's say just 300, this is too much, but don't see so much. Then this works not like it was supposed to. Let's go to 200 here and make it. Yeah, I like this orange shine here. And I like the bump in the inside of the black texture. This is nice. Okay. Maybe it's too much. We can do this in post too. A little bit, so no, not everything, but a little bit we can do in post too. Yeah, okay. So this should be okay so far, because as I said, we can do here something in post too. And I like the wetness. Maybe we can a little play with the wetness. So go to the floor, to the wet floor, and play. So we have here 669. You remember it for the seed? Maybe we can do something better. Oh, maybe this. Yes, I think I want to make it. I don't have so much time, but time enough for this tutorial, of course. But I think this is okay so far. But I have problem with this texture here. This is not really what I want. Let's go to let's go here to custom and go up with the IOR. This is totally unnatural, but this is an abstract thing, so we can do what we want. Nobody can tell us, hey, it's wrong. We know that it is wrong. Yeah, that's what I searched, what I looked for. That's it. This is what I want. Okay, that's it. So let's make a nice render out of this. This should render quite fast. So let's go to here and make it high render. 720. And let's see how fast this renders. Yeah, this. I don't have to make a break, I think, for this. I like the black texture, that's nice. Okay. If you don't have the Nikomedias Scene Rig and you want to make some wet floor, it's quite easy. It's just go to your floor material and up with the roughness, and make in the roughness channel you make a noise, and then you can play with it. So okay, that's it for this, and now let's copy this. Copy, go to Photoshop and new That should give us 720, yes, 16-bit. Create, Control V, and we have it. Make a smart object out of it. Just right click and convert the smart object. Control Shift A for the camera raw filter. And clarity up here. So yes, we see the water. Nice. We have a little thing here, but we will get rid of this later. Okay, and we have a lot of grain here. But okay, we can do this later, as I said. Or do it now a little bit. But so with the luminance, we will lose a lot of our details here, so that is not what I want. And this will, okay, we make this later, but just the clearness and clarity here. Again, a smart object out of it, and the same as every time, same procedure as every tutorial. Okay, the detail extractor, do I need it here? Maybe a little bit, not too much. No, I didn't really. Let's see what we can. Oh, that's too much. Darken, lighten, center, yes. Okay, another add one. The graduated density, so it gets a little darker on the top, but maybe not so much. So okay, but okay, then I go again and Control Shift A. I don't know why this don't open in 100%. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Contrast. I want to see a little more of the water here, see? Okay. That's okay here. Let's make a little vignette. Okay. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. And now again, I try to get rid of this. I don't know if you see it in the recording here, but here we have some stripes. So again, Control Shift S is my shortcut for the thing. And now I go to the luminance channel and go up here until I don't see these things anymore. That's okay. Okay, now I invert this mask here with Control I, and with a white brush I just brush over the parts that I want to get rid of, you see. So I don't lose my details here, because if I would go over it with it, you see, we would lose a lot here. And this is not what I want. So not too much, because I don't want. I want this grain I want, because it would look like this, and this is not Still, well, maybe you like it like this, but I want the grain here. And so I can just go over the parts where I don't want grain. Maybe here I can go over it. So you see, this will be smooth here. So something like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's okay for me. And this is our result, but maybe. Let's see if we can do something with the correction filter. Oh, is the analog filter? Maybe we can do something with this. Number 6 is normally my... it's not really good for this kind of picture. No. Go to the... I want to bring out the gold a little more, so... No. Oh, let's see. Maybe the foliage, or the, how this is called. Here this. Yeah. Okay. And what do I have it here? Pastel. No, photo stylizer. And there are so nice effects here. Whoa. That's nice. Maybe not so much. Definitely a little bit. So I have my orange shine here. Okay. Maybe find more. And here. It's nice too. I like everything here. it's a problem. That's nice too. Okay, stop it because okay. This is my result, let's see. Yeah, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Maybe another little clarity on top of it. So we get this a halo here. No, that is not good. Yeah, that's it. Highlights were too much a little bit. Now it comes this what I want. Yes, that's it now. Okay, I'm happy. So I hope you liked this tutorial. Longer than I thought it would take. Yeah, this is displaying with in post work. This is yeah, I could take hours in post work. Okay, so I would do this. The original one is here from Bad Ideas, and yeah, watch his Instagram things. He has lots of nice things here, so lots of nice ideas. This I like here. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is for today, and next tutorial of course will come soon. The update of the Nikomedias Scene Rig, this will now then be the version 4.1. Comes during the coming weekend, so I don't know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we will see. And then we have this nice wet floor, and yeah, maybe I have some ideas until then, and we have more things. Yeah, we have the new version. You will get, if you need it, you will get on the camera. Some people wanted it, so crosshairs. I don't know why, but I made it. So if you see, I have crosshairs here, and I have 1-to-1 here. So I need not this crosshair, I need this crosshair. And here you can choose then, this does not work at the moment, but then you can choose the how black, white, gray, blah blah. And in the wet floor we have now a lot of fun with the wet floor. Here everything. Yeah, that's it. So I wish you a nice evening or morning or whatever. Where are you? And see you hopefully next time. And yeah, that's it. And tschüss und baba.